12 hours ago, the next man we're going to be speaking to probably thought he was going to be on some very serious pins and needles at this hour. But when that 5 o'clock update came through, probably took a pretty deep breath and exhaled. We're talking about Honolulu Mayor Kirk Caldwell, who joins us now via Zoom. First of all, sporting the double palaka. Love it. Look at you.
Double palaka here, Dash.
Well, Mayor, first of all, thank you for taking the time. I know it's been a crazy day, but obviously, I imagine after that 5 o'clock readout, you did feel quite a little bit of a sense, or maybe a big sense of relief.
You know, Dash, you expressed it about as clear as it possibly could. I have to say, when we got the update at 5, and they told us that, you know, Hurricane Douglas took a little bit of a jog to the north, still so close, but far enough that I think, you know, gives us an ability to say we see a way through this without a lot of damage. You know, Oahu once again may have dodged the bullet. Now, as was just reported on your station, we still show a lot of coverage over Oahu. We can still see tropical force winds. We're going to see rain. We're going to see surge. All of those numbers have dropped a bit because of the little bit of the jog north. But as the National Weather Service said, if something weird were to happen, it were to wobble a little bit more to the south, we could be back into a serious situation. So for me, my message to all of your viewers is it's getting into the evening. Take it seriously, stay home, hunker down. But I think tomorrow morning, we're going to be able to deactivate our shelters and give the all clear and get ourselves back to a more normal way of living, although with our COVID-19 challenges, you know, that there are still major challenges faced.
Well, that was my next question. I mentioned that a short while ago when we were speaking with Mayor Victorino on Maui, that in a normal situation, this would be a chance for everybody to, you know, almost high five and say we dodged a bullet, we can get back to normal, but we just get back to the abnormality of dealing with a pandemic. I know it was your hope going in that this would maybe be an opportunity, as we've seen the numbers up in the 60s and 70s the last few days, that maybe this was the beginning of a semi-pause button, maybe people to reevaluate, stay in, hunker down. You know, are you fearful that people might just kind of want to fly back outside and go back to a normal life? You know, what is the message there? Because it was kind of it was a hurricane on top of a pandemic. The storm blows over, the other storm is still on us.
The other storm is still on us, and as you know, we had a large number of cases today on Oahu, not as many, but, you know, almost record highs. And our hope, you know, tomorrow, the City and County of Honolulu offices are closed, state offices are closed, many other facilities are closed. So I am hoping, like you said, give another day a break, you know, stay home if possible, you know, clean up if you need to, and protect yourselves. But we got to start reevaluating how we live our lives here on Oahu in this pandemic surge. And we have some serious discussions we have to have with each other in the coming week or two. And here, Dash, what I'm concerned about, we know the state labs are not analyzing tests today. The state is closed tomorrow, so I don't think tests will be analyzed. And on Tuesday, we could see a record number of cases being reported, COVID-19 positive cases. I'm holding my breath. I'm anticipating that may occur. And of course, it's a reminder that we have weathered one major crisis here, but we have another one that we're going to continue to live with for weeks, if not months, going forward, and we still got to hang together. And along those lines, Dash, you know, I really would like to have our shelters demobilized as quickly as possible, because you have people together, although they're 6 feet apart and wearing face coverings, they're still together. We don't want to keep them together any longer than we absolutely have to. We don't want to send home people tonight in the dark when we still have the threat of Hurricane Douglas if anything weird were to happen. But at first light, if we see it's clear, I'm hoping by 8:30, after we meet with National Weather Service, we can announce that shelters are going to be closing and people can get back to their homes and we can get back to fighting a pandemic.
You know, you talk about the shelters. It's never easy to mobilize in the event of a major emergency, in this case, a hurricane. Talk about mobilizing the city and everything that had to come together in the midst of a pandemic. Again, when now you have 13 shelters, but maybe the ordinary people that work with the Red Cross, they don't want to be there because maybe they're elderly or they have compromised health, and how you had to bring in city employees, some of which maybe weren't so gung-ho, but they did, and they volunteered and they stepped up. What about the challenges and the learning curve? I know you're going to have plenty of time in the next days and weeks to evaluate the performance of the city. But just kind of walk us through the last maybe day or two, and what have you learned? What have you seen?
Well, Dash, it looked like a huge climb when we started about 2 days ago, saying we really do have to take this seriously. We're going to have to open up shelters probably more, and with physical distancing, a lot of challenges in terms of staffing these shelters. But it all came together, and I'm very, very proud of the fact that the Red Cross stepped up. A lot of the volunteers stepped up from there. Our city workers showed up. There was some grumbling. People are concerned, and their loved ones are concerned about sending city workers, white-collar workers, out into a hurricane and into potential exposure to COVID-19. And yet people did step up, a true public-private partnership. And where I saw it in action, I went down to the convention center and saw about 300 folks there, mainly homeless, far apart, more than 6 feet, but I saw people from the convention center, security guards who had never thought they'd be taking temperature and telling people how far to spread apart, people cleaning the restrooms and dealing with those issues. Of course, the Red Cross, our Honolulu Police Department, so many different people, and then the homeless did really cooperate and spread apart and wear face coverings. And I'm really, really proud of the folks that on this island. It was Oahu strong. We all came together. We've learned a lot, and I think we're going to be in a better position. Hopefully, we won't have another hurricane this season, and while the pandemic is here. But it's been a tough year from the shootings of our police officers on Hibiscus Lane and in February, and then just everything since. In January. And so it's been a tough year, but we've learned a lot. And I'm just very proud of everyone. And we'll debrief and figure out where we got it wrong and what we got it right. And we're going to have to thank our city and county employees for what they've done.
No doubt about that. One more question, just maybe to brace people's expectations. You mentioned the fact that the laboratories, diagnostic or clinical, and some of the other labs, if they weren't doing testing for 2 days and then they're going to come back online, and we've been seeing 60, 70 cases, is there that possibility that when we see the next tests or the next report come out, it could be a triple report? It could be, instead of 60, 120, 180, reflective of that gap in testing that we are experiencing here?
Yeah, I don't want to speculate, but I have mentioned to people in our EOC that perhaps we could see 100 cases being reported. Of course, it would have to be clarified, one from one day and one from another day, batched together into one major report. But we could see that, and I think we should all be expecting to see a larger number of cases given what we've seen in the past 4 or 5 days and the fact there's the delay. I hope not. My fingers are crossed that perhaps it won't, but being a realist here, I think we could see those kind of numbers. And it's just a reminder to all of us that we have huge challenges ahead. If we don't want to step back and go back to the dark days of March, we're going to have to do a lot better in terms of each of us and working with our community.
I think we are all in agreement with that. Thank you for your time. We really appreciate it. Glad the city and county of Honolulu is looking good. And of course, I know your thoughts are with Derek Kawakami in the city and county of Kauai.
Yes. Thank you, Dash, and thanks for all you've done and your station has done, giving wall-to-wall coverage on this and protecting your viewers and our residents.
We appreciate that. Thank you very much, Mayor. Have a good night.